Lesbian News Magazine. We're just about to start the 13th annual Long Beach Gay Pride Parade. Pride Without Borders is our theme for this year. It's happening right behind us here. The crowd is pumped.
Oh, honey, tell me about it. Pumped. I can't believe all these men.
Man, look at the lesbians.
Oh, honey, fuck the girls.
I never saw that. I don't even see any men. But anyways, the parade's about to start. We want to be situated so that you can see everything. We hope that that's not going to be a problem. We've done the best that we can, and we're situated right, where are we? We're on the corner of Temple and Broadway, where the parade started this year. They were supposed to start at 11 o'clock, and hey, we're only 25 minutes late, so it's a great year. We're starting off, speaking of captains, with the Gay, Lesbian, and Bisexual Veterans of America.
Oh.
We'll be doing an interview with them on our show coming up live. Channel 65 CBI, Gay and Lesbian News Magazine. We've talked to a lot of these people. If you're not watching our show regularly, you might not recognize them, but they're getting a great response from the crowd. Gay, lesbian, and bisexual veterans of Orange County participating in the Long Beach Pride Parade. The Veterans Chicago is a small contingency, but they're here.
Well, honey, what can I tell you? They're small but mighty.
I think we can tell by the background noise that the Dykes on Bikes are about to make their debut. They're in every gay pride parade. It's becoming a bigger and bigger group every year. And represented by like the Keith Haring drawings is the Long Beach Lesbian and Gay Pride Inc. These are the people that put on our parade for us every year. These are the organizers. Without them, nothing would happen. They put a lot of volunteer hours into the parade, and they look pretty happy today. Pride Without Borders is our theme. Mary Martinez, Vanessa, every year they sing that song.
Oh my God!
It is the theme song. Yeah, Dykes on Bikes. They ran over my foot in Christopher Street. They scare me, these girls.
Should I dare?
I hope we can get the organizer over. Her name is Vivian. She's the one that puts this together, the Dykes on Bikes. We talked to her a little earlier, and she was going to try to come over and let us know where the Dykes on Bikes have been partying lately and what the organization is doing. But they have gotten huge. Right in the middle. She's the leader of Dykes on Bikes. The LA chapter, girls. There's a mother Dyke on bike. Dykes on Bikes. What'd you think, Lee? You want to join?
Are you mad, honey? They're far too butch for this lady.
I'd get to wear leather if I joined them. I think I'd be sitting on the back, though. I had a motorcycle once, you know. That was before I broke my thumb.
Do they have a sidecar for me, maybe?
What do we have here? We have the Gay Rodeo Association, the Golden State Gay Rodeo Association. And the Gay Rodeo Association has really grown as well. They just had their big rodeo up in Glendale, and it was huge. I think their biggest turnout ever. They're having a hard time finding a venue big enough. These are our gay cowboys. Bags with flags.
Watch out.
They're everywhere. And look at boys in skirts.
I love that. Hit it, girls. Hit it, baby. Hit it, yeah. Hit it, girls. Okay.
Oh. Wasn't this Selena, the drag queen that you spoke to? Of course you're not too old. You're never too old. Here's the Golden State Gay Rodeo Association royalty. So this would be the queen of the Rodeo Association.
Are you going to try to do a thing with Candace?
I'm going to try. Okay, coming up and getting a great response from the crowd, we have Candace Gingrich. Candace Gingrich, as everybody knows, is the younger sister of House Speaker Newt Gingrich, who is less than homo-friendly, but his sister, Candace, balances things by speaking on our behalf as our speaker. I was with her at an event yesterday in Laguna. I've been with her at events in Phoenix. Hi, Candace. You look good. She really does do a lot. She's traveled to 43 cities, I believe, in the last 6 months. She's speaking on our behalf. She's counterbalancing some of the things that her brother... Oh, and here we have our friendly police department, City of Long Beach. We talked to them earlier. They're guarding Candace's back. The crowd loves the police. They're getting a big response from the crowd. Here we have the 25th Silver Jubilee of Long Beach. This is the Imperial Court. Now this would be a good one for Lee to comment on, but we talked to them earlier. They raise more money than any other organization. And they've got some local entertainers on there.
Introduce yourself, honey.
I'm Gina B. I'm a live singer, part of the Long Beach Court. These are my court members behind me, Celine and Jackie.
How are you?
This is Myra, another one.
Hi.
And we're waiting for our Emperor and Empress to arrive.
This is Mr. and Ms. Gay Pride Long Beach, Mark and Brittany. Brittany looks beautiful, I must say. And representing Frogs, we have King Jerry and Queen Rockwillie in her green. And the Empress of the Boom Boom Room, Emperor Bert. Hi, Bert. You look stunning. You look stunning. That's the back of the Imperial Queens. Lee, where were you? That would have been a great one for you. Your comments?
Oh, well, listen. No, what can I say, darling? Lovely is as lovely does.
You love the drag queens, and so do I. Now we have the Long Beach Community Grand Marshal, Mr. Norm Reed and Connie Hamilton. Now, Norm Reed, as we know, works with Beverly O'Neill, the mayor of Long Beach, who is very, very homo-friendly. Beverly O'Neill has done so much for us, and a lot of what's behind her, there are some homosexuals that work for her, and they let her know what our issues are, and she has never turned us down on anything. Norm Reed has been actively involved in the community for many, many years. And so has Connie Anderson, so it's great to see them honored here today. They deserve all the recognition they get. Coming up, we have ECHO, the Gay and Lesbian Political Action Committee, the Elections Committee of the County of Orange County. Christina, who's leading off the parade, is also an ex-professional tennis player. How odd for a lesbian, but she's the president and chair of ECHO. And they're doing a great job. And ECHO is looking for volunteers. ECHO needs you. Oh, here we have the fire department, Lee. Lest there be any fires today.
Well, let's get them up, boys. Hello, honey.
In case anybody just gets too hot today.
Oh, honey, I know how that is.
That's an older fire engine, isn't it?
Well, it was new when I was around. What are you talking about?
Well, coming up, we have the Lutheran family of parade. Just a quick little note, we wouldn't have the Baptists here today. They're actually holding a counter demonstration. Did you hear about this, Lee?
You know, they're around here somewhere, you know, preaching their hate, etc. You know, the Pat Robertsons.
They just think there's no homosexuals behind the pearly gates, but who do they think made those gates pearly?
Oh, honey, listen, I was out there with my glue gun. A little glitter here and there. What can I tell you, baby? I can't believe the men. Cannot believe the men.
So here we have the Lutheran family of pride. This is Trinity in Long Beach, Christ Chapel, Long Beach, Red Hill from Tustin. And they've actually got a little comment on their Jeep about the Baptists. The Baptists should not be brainwashing, which has some validity, I would say, today.
I wonder if...
Beautiful red Jeep.
Is on the float. I'm not certain.
Oh, look, we have a little girl in the back just looking thrilled. This is the Long Beach Community Business Network coming up. They do an event once a year in Cherry Park that's really fun. I don't know, have you been to that, Lee?
Yes, I have. I've been to a couple of them down there. I think Bob Fox is associated with this. They do some very nice work.
Well, the beauty of this is that it lets you know who the homo-friendly businesses are and who the gay-owned businesses are, because it's really important for us to keep our dollars gay.
Oh, honey, you got that right. I was noticing a thing in the center post, you know, about the different businesses in town that don't appreciate the gay dollar, which is more than plentiful here.
So Belmont Pets is Business of the Year for 1995-96. You know where Belmont Pets is, right down there on Broadway and Grand. And here we have Realty World. Let's give our business to gay realtors.
There is a very old friend of mine, Miss Carden.
Of course, here's one of my favorites and a lesbian favorite, the Dee-Dees. They've actually, instead of a float, they've gone with a boat. We have Sexy DJ. The girls of Dee-Dees. Yes, that's my favorite so far.
Oh, well, listen, I've got half a dozen favorites back here, but actually, a friend of mine asked me not long ago, Lee, what's your type? And I said anything with a pulse.
You know, coming up is an interesting float, and I know a lot about it because of the event that I was at yesterday in Laguna, and it's the American Savings Bank. They actually got an award from the Human Rights Campaign Fund for their involvement with the gay community. They've actively been seeking gay investors, you know, they want us to put our money in their bank, and they're in turn helping our causes. They were there yesterday. The president of their bank is a woman and is a lesbian and an out lesbian, and a lot of the people that work at American Savings Banks are also homosexual.
Some of the small gay businesses, you know, etc. Are they helping as far as the loan?
They are. Actually, I asked her if she would give an out lesbian comic a loan. She looked a little doubtful about that.
No, well, yeah.
I just want a nice mortgage, you know.
Oh God, listen.
Oh, look, they have marching desks. Now the president is the redhead. See the little redhead?
Which one is the little redhead?
That's her, the one, yeah, right, you see her? Oh, and they're throwing things. They're breaking the rules of the parade, but hey, you know how those bankers are. There we go, American Savings. Oh, they're in the money they're playing.
Oh, honey, listen. What's this right? A bank without borders. There you go. That's exactly what we need. A bank without borders.
That's right. I bet they got a lot of $3 bills at that bank.
Oh, well, listen. Let's go grab a few. What's it?
All right. You see that catch? Wow. That was easy. There.
These are the girls.
I wonder if they borrowed the money for that car from the bank.
Tinseltown Squares. Would the Tinseltown Queer Nicholas be on there?
No, I don't know. He's not. He would never have square after his name. Oh, it's square dancers. No, that's not.
Square dancers. Oh, honey, listen. I need new glasses. What can I say?
You're gonna have to get up when that stuff comes out.
Okay. The tax lady. You want to take a stab at that last name? I'll go with the Sharon.
Well, I'll take the A.
Elstromia. Sharon Elstromia, the tax lady, in a beautiful car, beautiful green car. I bet she did well during tax season.
Oh, honey, you got that right.
Okay, now here's the Tinseltown Squares. These are the Golden State Squares. So again, they'd be with the Rodeo Association. And I guess these are the queers that like to square dance.
I wonder if my friend, is this a group from Floyds? Because a very dear friend of mine, Don Burkhart, should be in this. If it is.
There's some gay homeless guy. Look at the gay homeless guy with the shopping.
Bless his heart, honey. Yeah, come live with me, sweetheart. Hit it, baby. Hit it, girls.
Yeah, they have to be with Floyds because look, Floyds is right behind them.
Well, where's Don?
Now, Floyds, if you don't know it, you know, where have you been? Floyds is the oldest country western bar in Long Beach. They've been actively bringing country western music to the gay community for 25 years. They were honored last year, I believe.
Yeah, a very dear friend of mine, Don Burkhart, has been one of their cloggers for, probably 20 years. I'm not sure if he's there. His lover.
The poor guy's been clogged for 20 years. And you should try a little something.
Oh,
The doctor.
Oh, you got that right. I'm not sure he looks so good, but queer cowboy. There you are. Hit it, baby. I'm not sure if that's Don in the back or not. No, it isn't. His lover, Ken, had just passed on. Here, I got to get a shot of this, sweetheart.
Oh, these are beautiful, these women. Just beautiful. What lovely, subtle outfits they're wearing. They're a definite crowd pleaser.
My God.
What time do you think they had to get up to prepare for this?
That's Don Burkhart. Don Burkhart, the one on the outside. Don, you slut, honey.
Okay, we have some real horses. Nobody really wanted to be right behind the horses, so there's going to be a little gap after them. But if you'll notice on their feet, see, just as I spoke, we've got the gay pride colors and their little socks. I guess if I was country western, what do you call those little things around the horses' feet?
What?
Little gay pride.
Garters.
Yeah. Okay, coming up is Beverly O'Neill. No sooner have we spoke of her, and here she is. And she is in a beautiful car today. Beautiful. Beverly O'Neill, you know, keep an eye on the things that she does for us because she is a wonderful, wonderful woman. Our mayor, who has never missed a parade.
Oh, here's Councilman Lowenthal.
Oh, Alan Lowenthal.
Yeah. Here's Long Beach City Councilman Alan Lowenthal. He's done so many wonderful jobs for the community. You know, he's just a fabulous person. There you are, Alan. Hit it. We love you. Keep up the good work, Alan. There he is, Councilmember Alan Lowenthal, the 2nd District. Does more work for us than you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, I've seen him at a lot of functions.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's time consuming, all these things. You know, you think that it's just your job, but it's also your social life.
That's for sure. Now, who do we have?
This is Jeannie Opreza from the 1st District. Jenny, I'm sorry. I have read about her. She's pretty new. She's in a lovely dress and obviously homo-friendly. All the boys want to be her today.
The what?
The boys
Did what?
want to be her today in that lovely dress.
Oh, honey, listen. I wonder what size that thing is.
And here we have Mike Donnellan from the 7th District, Long Beach. Oh, here we have the Miata Association, I think. Now, you know who's upset that he's missing this, I'm sure, is Bob, because Bob has a Miata. You know, Bob LaFont, now's a nice time to say that we really wish he was here with us. We all know that he can't be because of his unfortunate accident, but he has a Miata, a little red one, and he'd have been in this spot right here. This is the gay and lesbian owners of Miatas. And I know Bob's a member here. So anyone can be in the parade. Buy yourself a Miata. And you, too, can be in the Gay Pride Parade. This green one, you know, is a limited edition, I think. This is a new one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because that's the one I would want if I was to get one, dark green like that. What color would you want if you were to have yourself a Miata, Lee?
Oh, something
Pink.
virginal. No, virginal, honey. That little white one over there. That'll be fine.
They've all got their gay flags on the back there.
Oh, here we come, the Hollywood Crew.
Now, you do know the origin of the gay flag, Lee. I just want to, make sure you know. It was designed by a committee of gay men in West Hollywood. You know this, right?
Well, of course.
They couldn't decide which color was the most fabulous, so they used them all. If there'd been a couple more lesbians on the committee, we could have had a flannel flag.
Oh, I know. You and your lesbians. Dykes on bikes, honey. West Hollywood cheerleaders.
The parade is slowing down just a little bit here because there is a big crowd pleaser coming up, which is the West Hollywood cheerleaders. Now these guys, and people don't know this, but you can actually hire them for private parties. I hired them to do my girlfriend's birthday party a few years ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, in front of her large Catholic family. They were a big hit.
That must have been a big hit. Were they blessing the Pope or
We
something?
broke up shortly thereafter, but it was a good surprise.
My God, I bet it was. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? Get a girl. Get a baby.
Lee, you're so good with your photo snapping. I bet a lot of people are taking pictures today.
Oh, tell me about it, honey. Listen. What can I tell you? You know, the friends come and go, but the photos stay forever. Too many of my dear friends have passed on to that big tea room in the sky. But nevertheless, they're in my albums and my memories in my heart forever. I would not trade one single solitary. Whoops, there goes my camera. I've got my 400th picture. More film, honey.
The West Hollywood cheerleaders. If the West Hollywood cheerleaders will be so perky with those pom-poms by the end of the parade route. Now I think it's going to end up closer towards Shoreline. So probably more down by Cherry. Cherry is the end of the parade this year. I could be wrong. but I believe it is. Now we have Ralph De La Cruz. He's the Press Telegram columnist. If you've read his stuff, you'll know that he is very homo-friendly. And it's real important for us to have coverage in the press that's gay positive. Ralph De La Cruz, Press Telegram columnist. Coming up, we have yet another Mercedes. This is representing Being Alive in Long Beach. Now, Being Alive, if you're not familiar, it's right there on Redondo, just before you hit Anaheim. It's a beautiful office. This is the organization that helps people who are HIV positive. It's a supportive group. They'll help them with housing. They'll help them with any kind of counseling they might need. They'll steer them in the right direction if they need an in-home nurse. They also do a lot of real fun things where the guys get together and they get to go to do tapings. I know they went to see Designing Women a few times. And so they have all kinds of outings, which makes it nice. Now, the care program coming up, we have Sue Caves on the end with her dog. She's a mother. Her son, I believe, died of AIDS, and she got involved with Families Who Care. And this is a real popular group. This would be gays, family, friends, some HIV positive, PWAs in the group. They're sort of a subsidiary of PFLAG. Now we have the Center for Psychotherapy in Long Beach. Not that homosexuals ever need psychotherapy, but I guess maybe they've had one or two clients. But they're working for the center, so I'm sure it's volunteer. And that's a wonderful thing. You ever gone for psychiatric care, Lee, at the center? They just drove by.
Not lately, but I probably should, dear. Listen, no doubt about what do we have coming up here? The
They took homosexuality off the psychiatric disorder list, though, in what, 1987 or something? Years ago. Years ago.
I remember when I first came out, you know, it was totally, completely illegal. And, I mean, this would have been absolutely unheard of. As I was telling you earlier, for some reason, this is the 13th annual parade, and I've never been to one of them. I've been to a half a dozen.
You're always in bed, you big lug, because you've been out the night before.
Oh, honey, well, no, listen, you know, I gave birth to the nation. What can I say?
Okay, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence of Los Angeles. This is a group that has really caught on, and they show up everywhere. I cannot tell you how many events I've been at that the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence will show up. They do a lot of fundraising, very active in the community. Look at that makeup. Boy, Mary Kay probably loves them, right? All she needs is a couple of those guys on her route, and she's rich.
I know what those. Well, where's the pink? Does Mary Kay have those pink Cadillacs or something or other? Yeah.
All she needs is the one client. All she needs is the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. They were really active with ACT UP when we were doing protests and things like that. They were always out there, and they were a big crowd pleaser. See how we risked our lives to bring this to the viewers?